Neuroscience says your brain isn't reacting to reality, it's guessing it. Like a weather app that's always trying to predict tomorrow. Your nervous system keeps forecasting. Is it safe? Am I loved? Am I about to be hurt? Every thought, every feeling, it's a prediction about survival. So imagine this. If you expect the world is hostile, your brain becomes a guard dog, barking, anxious, always looking for danger. If you expect the world to be supportive, your brain becomes a guide dog, steady, calm, leading you to where you want to go. Change the prediction, you change the feeling. Change the feeling, you change the behaviour. That's not just psychology, it's physics of the mind. Think of a kid holding an ice cream cone. If the kid predicts it will fall, they grip it tight, stressed, worried. If the kid predicts it'll stay steady, they relax and enjoy the taste. Same cone, different prediction, totally different life experience. That's your brain 24/7. And most adults, they're walking around with my ice cream is about to drop, forecasts about love, money, health, confidence. When you mirror someone's words, it's like handing their nervous system a warm blanket. Imagine walking into a foreign country where nobody speaks your language, and suddenly one person repeats a phrase you said. Boom, instant connection, safe, familiar. You feel seen. That's how mirroring hacks the predictive model. Their brain relaxes. I'm not alone here. And from that safety, transformation flows. Because the nervous system doesn't grow in panic. It grows in calm. This isn't just psychology. This is the survival algorithm of your species. Your ancestors survived not by reacting, but by predicting. Those who guessed the rustle in the grass was the lion, not the wind. They lived long enough to pass on their DNA. In conversation, when you mirror someone's exact words, I'm stressed at work. Yeah, sounds like you're really stressed at work. You're not just repeating, you're showing their nervous system. Prediction confirmed means safe. So why does this matter? You value freedom, safety, truth and connection, yes? So pace this. When you don't change your predictive models, you stay enslaved to old forecasts. Change if I can't. I'm not enough. People will judge me. That's a mental prison. But when you master this, you walk free. You see yourself as the weather forecaster, able to rewrite the script. That's empowerment, truth, connection to reality instead of illusion. The fear of not doing this. You might say, but I'm afraid. What if I mirror wrong? What if people judge me? Well, fuck it. Karma doesn't give discounts. If you don't use this skill, you keep repeating yesterday's shitty predictions. You keep playing small, misunderstood, disconnected. That's the tax you pay for fear. And what if you do use it? You create warmth, rapport, influence. People feel safe with you, drawn to you, led by you. That's the payoff. Inside you, there are two wolves. One says, they'll reject me, I'll fail, life is dangerous. The other says, I'm safe, I can learn, life is generous. Which wolf wins? The one you predict will show up tomorrow. So how do you already do this? You already mirror without knowing it. Ever yawned after someone else yawned? That's your nervous system sinking. You already change predictions. Ever thought something would be hard? But once you started, it felt easy. Your brain updated its forecast. The skill is to do this deliberately, consciously first, then unconsciously automatic. So why does this work? Predictive coding. The brain filters input to match predictions. If you shake the prediction, you shift what data gets through. Neuroplasticity. Every new forecast wires a new neural pathway. The brain literally reshapes to your expectations. Mirror neurons. Copying signals safety. When you reflect words, posture, tone, you trigger same tribe, safe tribe. Confusion. It's like shaking a snow globe. The old patterns break apart, floating around. In that moment, the brain's predictive model is vulnerable, searching for new anchors. That's when you pace and lead. That's when you install new forecasts. The patterns that keep you stuck. Predicting rejection when people haven't even spoken. Predicting failure before starting. Predicting you'll be judged for being authentic. These are mental spam emails. You don't have to keep opening them. Ignore this. You keep being a slave to bad forecasts. You live like a prisoner in a cage, where the door has been open all along. Practice this. You become the architect of your reality. Conversations flow, influence grows, confidence becomes baseline. You walk into a room and people feel safe around you without knowing why. And as you sit here listening, notice how your brain is already predicting what's next. Notice how easy it is to realize, I've been doing this all my life. And every time you mirror, every time you shift a forecast, you can feel the power of safety, rapport, influence expanding. From this day forward, you find yourself naturally, effortlessly, predicting empowerment instead of fear. You embody the truth. Change the prediction, change the feeling, change the behaviour, change the life. This isn't woo, it's neuroscience, karma, NLP, hypnosis, evolution, all pointing at the same truth. You are the forecaster. Your predictions are prophecies, and when you shift them, you shift everything. Stop acting like the weather is outside your control. You are the storm. You're the calm. You're the forecast. Now predict something better.